Being a powerhouse that even the wildest of wolves find intimidating is not a title that many animals or even predators deserve, but Alibi dogs certainly do. These dogs possess an unmatched assertiveness that ensures no wolf or any other canine dares to challenge their authority, which is exactly what we're about to see today. Only one Alibi dog was present among an entire pack of wolves here, but all of the wolves were visibly intimidated by it and were acting in an extra submissive way so as not to provoke or anger it. The wolves wanted some of the dog's food, but they were very hesitant and did not want to make any sudden moves or try to grab the food and run away, because they knew the dog wouldn't show them any mercy. Let us now take a look at what the situation would be like when these two meet as adversaries. As you can see here, a huge fight broke out between a couple of Alibi dogs and an entire pack of wolves. You would expect the wolves to win since they have the numbers and wolves are known for strategic thinking and flawless teamwork. But as soon as the dogs launched their attack, the wolves immediately ran with their tails tucked between their legs, as all of that fighting that they were pretending to do was a mere attempt to hold off the dogs long enough until they got a chance to escape without any of them getting caught. But maybe wolves are not the best predators to compare these powerful dogs against. What about bears? Bears are arguably the most powerful land predators. How do you guys think these dogs would fare against them? In this one example, an Alibi and a Kangle seemed to have struck enough fear into a giant grizzly bear's heart that it was going at full speed to get away from them. The dogs didn't seem satisfied with that though, and they kept chasing after the terrified bear. One wolf facing an Alibi dog all by itself is nothing more than a cruel joke. If entire packs struggle against these beasts, how's one wolf supposed to stand any chance against them? Teamwork is their main weapon, as we've already said, and taking that away from them will render them helpless against a lot of creatures, let alone these really aggressive dogs. The poor wolf was getting absolutely destroyed, as you can see, and the dog was almost mocking it during the whole thing. German Shepherds are another respectable dog breed that should not be messed with, of course. But when an Alibi dog walks into a scene, they immediately own the place. This Alibi decided to dominate a German Shepherd in front of its own home, but the Shepherd was lucky that its owner was right there and came out to protect it. Other dogs also make the foolish mistake of provoking Alibi dogs, and they too end up regretting it. This was one of those incidents where a stray dog came too close to a house that was being guarded by an Alibi dog, and the guard dog rushed to meet the would-be intruder. Meeting the other dog just outside the fence, the Alibi launched a vicious and terrifying attack, and even though the other dog tried to fight back at first, it was quickly reminded of why that was a stupid idea and ended up running away. The Alibi wasn't interested in chasing after it, as it had completed its task of protecting the property, and it allowed it to get away. When two Alibis face one another though, that's when things can get really heated. This woman was too weak to keep her Alibi under control, and when they came into contact with another Alibi owner and his dog, the two dogs didn't seem to like one another too much. And the woman's dog decided to attack the other dog and bite it to try and establish dominance. It was a really messy scene, and a clear example of the chaos that these beasts could cause when provoked, and how hard it is to stop them once they get going. Two really hostile dogs thought that they could intimidate this giant Alibi with their aggressive barking, but despite the two dogs having a very threatening attitude, the brave Alibi stood its ground and stared them down like a true boss. One of the dogs tried to prove itself by attacking after a lot of hesitation, but, as expected, it was met by brute force and an opponent that did not know the meaning of backing down. No one can deny that Kangle dogs are in a league of their own, and that the only dogs that can challenge them are dogs that are of a similar league, which certainly aren't many, but Alibis are definitely among them. A vicious battle for dominance between two huge dogs, a Kangle and an Alibi, was filmed here. And it was clear that they were both more than capable of holding their own in a fight. It seemed like two lions, not two dogs, were trying to attack one another for a moment here. But lucky for everyone, there was a barrier between the angry Kangle and the Alibi, which prevented a potentially really vicious and really bloody fight that no one was going to be able to control. One of the few very negative traits of Alibi dogs is that some of them will occasionally try to mess with humans. In this incident, a huge Alibi decided to chase after a guy that was driving his motorcycle down a dirt road in the middle of the desert. But the man quickly drove away with the dog chasing after him half-heartedly. They don't usually do anything too troubling, just annoying stuff like this. Did you enjoy this video? Please let us know in the comments section down below. And don't forget to leave us a like and subscribe to the channel while you're at it. And please, turn on your notifications bell to get notified when we upload a new video. Thanks for watching, and see you in the next one.